What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's reaction video is the top 10 things America stole from Britain. Now, I don't know where this is going to go. The thumbnail showed The Office, I think it was. I think it was The Office it showed.
It looks like movies.
That is just a Watch Mojo background, I'm pretty sure. And this is a Watch Mojo video, so I feel like Dirty Dan, who's always in the comments, and people like that are going to complain. A lot of people don't like Watch Mojo.
Okay.
But for some reason they don't.
But they like us.
But hopefully you enjoy this video. Yeah, so the Office was one. Have you seen The Office?
No.
I've actually mainly seen the US version. Even though I know...
How have you done that then?
Yeah, I have mainly watched the US one. There is... I haven't watched too much of it, but I know it's a very popular show, and I feel like there is a back and forth between people like saying, would you prefer The Office of the UK, and then they have a whole discussion and debate. I haven't really watched the UK one, to be honest with you, so I can't comment, and you haven't seen it, have you? So I have enjoyed the US one, if that means anything, and let's see the other 9, because I'm assuming that's on here if it was on the thumbnail. Yeah. Let's see the other 9 things America stole from Britain. What we got?
From pastries to patriotic sing-alongs. Welcome to Watch Mojo UK, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 things America stole from Britain.
To be fair, this is a different commentator to what we normally have, so maybe you guys will like this Watch Mojo video.
It's throwing me off as well because he's British. I don't think I don't think I've reacted to a video yet where the commentator's been British.
Yeah, it's all like Watch Mojo's normally American as well,
right,
so
okay.
Maybe you guys will like this version potentially.
It says UK in the corner, so.
Yes, true.
Maybe this is the UK one.
Potentially, yeah. Alan Partridge, okay.
He likes American stuff. Oh.
Before we begin, if you enjoy this video, be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're counting down famous facets of American culture which actually originated in Britain. While standout British inventions are subject for another list, today's countdown tackles typically American things, which the US has the UK to thank for. Number 10. Apple pie. As American as apple pie, right? Wrong. The sweet treat is a staple on US dining tables, but the British were the first to serve it way back in the 1300s. A popular dessert throughout European history, with Dutch and Swedish styles also inspiring menus worldwide, it was taken across the pond with the 17th century colonists. Since then, apple pie has become a standout symbol of US patriotism, as well as a central component to a teen comedy franchise.
It's not what it looks like.
Number 9. YMCA.
Have you seen American Pie? Though? Yeah, I absolutely love that. You love an apple pie, don't you?
I love apple pie.
So you'd fit right in there.
Only my nans.
Yeah, only your nans. Everyone likes only the nans. They always have the best cooking. I'm not really a fan, to be honest.
No.
YMCA? I know the song.
Yeah, it's a song, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah.
I think I've nailed that.
Yeah, you have nailed it.
Love this song, to be fair.
Hey. Way before village people turned this institution into a cheesy disco anthem, and long before the YMCA swept across America, the Young Men's Christian Association was the brainchild of English philanthropist George Williams. Dismayed by working conditions in 18th century London, Williams conceived the now famous charity as a safe place for its patrons. While the movement's worldwide influence is something to be proud of, difficult to imagine Williams joining in with the dance moves. Number 8. Chocolate bars.
I think I'll eat it now!
Candy bars are big business stateside, but before Mars, Hershey's, Milky Bar or Baby Ruth, there was one bloke in Bristol making confectionery history. Joseph Fry finalised the first mass-produced chocolate bar in the mid-1800s, around the time that the Dutch developed a chocolate press. Fry's chocolate cream hit shelves in 1866 with a famed fondant filling, and the bar can still be bought today. John Cadbury quickly followed suit, while the likes of Hershey's didn't arrive until the late 1890s. Number 7. Sandwiches.
That is so weird, but the fact that we obviously not inventing chocolate, but we were doing it first, and it's so different. Like, you'd have thought if you were going to copy it, you'd go with the same thing.
Yeah, American chocolate, I'm really sorry, but it's not nice.
Well, Hershey's. I think you can't just generalise it. Like Reese's. I kind of had that opinion.
Either.
But you don't like peanut butter, do you? So that's why. But like for me, I was kind of like, yeah, I don't really like American chocolate because I'd only tried the Hershey's, and it does taste completely different. And I feel like it is wherever you grow up, you like it. But when I had the Reese's, I was like, oh my days, this is American chocolate, and it's gorgeous.
When we went to the sweet shop in America, I think I bought like an American version of like M&M's. I know they're American, but
Okay.
I didn't like the M&Ms in America, but I do like the M&Ms here.
Yeah. Again,
So obviously, like, it changes slightly, won't it, the taste?
there's some 100%. And again, I suppose maybe if you'd have been in America, you'd have preferred that to the UK one.
Yeah, if I was American, I'd probably prefer my own.
Yeah, I suppose especially with the M&M thing, I guess when you're so certain to seeing an M&M
and you know exactly what that M&M tastes like,
and
that's
you
what I
like
want it to taste like wherever I go.
Exactly. When it's different,
Yeah.
it's not necessarily that you're not liking it.
Just
It's your brain's
I'm used
going,
to it. This isn't
this
what you're
isn't
used
right,
to. Yeah.
this is off or something like that, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Because it's just different. So I guess that potentially
Yeah.
might have been the effect.
Could I have a glass of wine?
Okay,
And a ham sandwich?
if you like.
With a pickle?
All right.
Thanks to world-conquering fast food outlets, Homer Simpson and Joey Tribbiani, you'd be forgiven for thinking that this foodstuff was a US creation. However, the history of the sandwich is long and complicated, and very little of it happened in America. While early versions are recorded across Europe, it's named after the 4th Earl of Sandwich in Kent. The story goes that he was an ardent gambler, and meat between bread was the simplest way of eating without disrupting a game of cards.
Sandwich for display purposes only and should not be eaten.
Number 6, The Office.
Oh, before we get into The Office, I kind of thinking, when I think sandwich, I love a crisp sandwich.
I'm not really a big sandwich eater.
Not really, but I want to know, do Americans have crisp sandwiches?
I don't think many British people have crisp sandwiches. You're just weird.
No, they do. A lot of British people have crisp sandwiches. That is a thing. Like, even when we go back to my dad's, so we have a crisp sandwich for like when we went to Alton Towers.
Oh yeah, they're always like, "What sandwich do you want?" I'm like,
and then they're like, okay, we'll draw a crisp one. What crisp do you like?
yeah.
But it's kind of like one of them things potentially where like we have beans on toast and it's normal to us. Is a crisp sandwich normal? Let us know in the comments.
I'd be interested to know that.
I love a crisp sandwich. I think I went through a period where I had like a crisp sandwich every day at work for a month.
I feel like baguettes though are better than sandwiches. Like a crisp baguette, I probably would eat.
Yeah.
Just the bread, just
Yeah, I can see that as well.
Just makes me feel weird.
But the idea of just putting crisps in bread, pretty much different types of bread, stuff like that. Let us know if you guys do it in the comments. I'll be interested to see that one. Definitely.
That's what she said.
And yes, we mean the TV show and not the actual open-plan workplace, which is largely a German invention. Anyway, unlike a lot of American remakes of British TV, The Office US did manage to tap into most of what made its predecessor Pair. But after 9 series and a shed load of awards, let's just remember where it all started. Steve Carell's Michael Scott is hilarious in his own right, but for fans of the British original, he'll always be David Brent in disguise. Number 5, Plastic Surgery.
Wow, that came out of me.
From Botox to boob jobs, America is the world's leading market for cosmetic surgery, with millions
You can get
going
that
under the
removed.
knife every year. But the industry was by no means born in the USA. Sir Harold Gillies is often credited as the father of plastic surgery, a New Zealand-born, London-based surgeon who gathered leading physicians to treat thousands of soldiers who had been injured or disfigured in World War I.
Oh, wow.
Gillies' work became a blueprint for all sorts of reconstructive procedures, and a starting point for today's aesthetic options. Number 4, the light bulb. A supposedly serial stealer of other people's ideas, Thomas Edison's light bulb moment is considered one of the most significant steps in modern technology.
I don't think you could say this stole from Britain. It's like, this is a necessity. Like, yes, Britain
Yeah.
potentially did it first, but it's not stole. It's like, well, yeah, that's a genius idea.
and
We'll
also
use it as well.
by the word stole, it's like they took it but Britain didn't have it.
And we don't have it anymore. This is just for
It's
like...
just they just thought that's a good idea. We'll just copy that.
Yeah, definitely. We're kind of like I can understand with the TV series because you're potentially stealing viewers and stuff like that. Going, well, we can do it there. We're going to steal your viewers for the
But
same
I
thing.
feel like a light bulb, like
Everyone
it's not like Britain's going to be like, oh damn it, American doing it. We can't have light bulbs anymore.
can't believe them Americans.
Like that's just
Them having light, I'm fuming. They should have stuck to them. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, exactly.
it's a bit of a stretch, this one, and maybe this is why people don't like Watch Mojo.
It's a bit, yeah.
Hey Edison, how about sharing some of those light bulbs, huh?
Hey, figure it out for yourself, man.
But experts are continually divided on just how much Edison did to develop the design. Before the Wizard of Menlo Park, there were countless other scientists creating electric light and light bulbs, not least British pioneers including Humphrey Davy and Joseph Swan. The anti-Edison camp claims that the inventor's only skill was knowing when to patent.
One thing Edison did invent, for 100% genuine Edison invention that we
So
use every
British.
day, probably most of us.
isn't it?
Is it nasal hair clippers?
Number 3, donuts.
One little bite won't hurt you.
I
I'm
love
a big
that.
donut fan.
Now,
I'm not. You look.
Oh,
you
but
like
that looks good.
I thought you liked donuts.
I do, but like, I have to be in the mood for donuts.
I'm not a huge fan of them, to be honest.
I like I could take a few bites out of that and it'd be nice, but I won't ever finish a donut.
Yeah, you finish one like half an hour later
Yeah.
or something. Yeah.
the origins of the donut are a sticky affair, with claims and counterclaims sending historians round and round in circles. However, while the strongest suggestion remains that the Dutch took the treats to America in the mid-19th century, a 2013 discovery seemingly proves that the Brits were baking them at least 50 years before. Baroness Elizabeth Dimsdale's cookbook dates to 1800
I didn't know you could
and
bake them
includes a
at home.
strikingly similar recipe.
It's like anything, isn't it?
I feel like when we have our own house, I'm just going to try all these things. Like, I'm just going to get like a donut frying pan and just try it.
It's like anything. If someone else can make it in a grill somewhere else, why
Then
could you can make it at home?
You
It's
just need the equipment, don't you?
ingredients, and you look up a recipe online.
Yeah.
A deep-fried concoction of sugar, eggs, butter and yeast, add some icing, and it's the real deal. Number 2, baseball.
Rounders, would I guess?
We call it
A
rounders.
national
I'd say.
sport and obsession in the
closest.
US, baseball was born in the UK. There are countless records of bat and ball games being played in Blighty, starting with stool ball in the 1300s. Sure, the rules have changed and refined over the years, but the basic premise is usually the same. Someone pitches, someone swings, others try to catch. In fact, some
Pretty much rounders,
researchers
isn't
argue
it?
that baseball
No, no, not really.
Why? Someone
round-
throws, someone hits, someone tries to catch.
There's a lot of differences, and I feel like you're going to get absolutely.
Yeah,
you're
but
going to
I
get
mean,
stick in the
like,
comments.
from the British sports, rounders
Yes.
is the most one that you can
We do
be
have
like,
softball,
if
which
somebody
is played
says-
at school
yeah.
for boys. I don't think girls are allowed to play softball in school. They play the rounders. That is what it is.
We weren't allowed to play football at my school, the girls.
Oh wow! I mean that's pretty harsh. But from my memory from my school, at least, it was the boys played softball, which is a bit of a bigger ball, but a bigger like kind of baseball bat. But the ball's a lot bigger, so it's a bit different in that. And then rounders, obviously you got a tiny bat. You haven't got the American bat, but the ball is a lot smaller, like a baseball. So it's kind of like they've kind of taken the sport and adjusted it completely
So
differently
the
for the two.
concept's still kind of the same, isn't it? Because you
In
hit it,
theory.
someone tries to catch it, you get out if you catch it.
Yeah, but then that's like saying cricket concept is the same because someone throws a ball and you hit it, but it is
but
actually...
there's two people, you run. You
Yeah,
go
exactly,
run.
but you're trying to score runs and people trying to catch you to get you out.
Okay, if you're like, an educated sports person like me from Britain, then you would say
Oh, no,
to
definitely.
me that
Rounders
the
is the
closest
closest.
baseball game in Britain is rounders.
Yes, I'm not arguing that one bit, but it definitely isn't the same. But I can see how you can get to baseball
Yeah.
from rounders, 100%.
Please
was
don't
an
come for me in
offshoot
the
of
comments.
cricket, an English obsession which didn't catch on across the Atlantic at
Oh, did you say...
all.
Wait, what? It said cricket there. I heard cricket.
Swings, others try to catch. In fact, some researchers argue that baseball is an offshoot of cricket, an English obsession which didn't catch on across the Atlantic at all. Number 1, the Star Spangled Banner. We finish with a final salute for great British influence on American culture, because the US national anthem is sung to the tune of an 18th century English drinking
it's God
song.
Save- is it?
Baltimore wordsmith
No,
I
Francis
saw in the comments that somebody said that it was God Save the Queen.
no, I think he's going to go... People said I think it was a drunken sailor song.
Oh,
like the
okay.
tune of one drunken sailor song I think he's going to go with.
Scott Key takes full credit for the lyrics, but the melody was written by John Stafford Smith, a Gloucester-born composer. The Anacreontic song, as it was originally known, was regularly belted around a prestigious London gentleman's club, where wealthy people met to wine and dine.
Okay, so the drunken bit was right. You
Yeah.
can see that. And then obviously the Rob Scott Key one
Yeah.
was what we reacted to in the 1812 war.
Yeah.
About. So again, I guess the British had influence not only on the melody, but the actual lyrics as well.
Well, I'm glad they stole that because I like the anthem.
Oh yeah, it's great. And it's awesome how patriotic they are and
Yeah.
how much you love it, which is absolutely awesome, isn't it?
Yeah. definitely.
Did you enjoy that one?
Yeah, that was good. I like that.
I think
a
there's
few bits in there that's a bit,
a bit dodgy, definitely.
but it's harmless.
Harmless dodginess,
Yeah.
yes, completely agree. I enjoyed that as well. If you guys want to see more like this, let us know in the comments. Let us know what else you want us to react to. We would seriously appreciate that. Have a fantastic day. Smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. What else we got? Patreon?
Yeah.
Yeah, sign up to our Patreon if you want to. We'd seriously appreciate it. And have a fantastic day. Peace.